we designed an onboarding process, a several step process where the people could understand themselves if they want to join this experience, if they want to be part of this container. We had a team of 4, and it was just a small group gathering, up to 16 people. And this group of 4 had personal interviews with everyone, making transparent what this is and what is not, and what level of self-responsibility is required for people who join, what they can expect. And then after this, they could decide if they want to join this or not. And that really already was such a good filter. Really helped to build trust and bring a group together that is diverse, maybe in age, gender, background, culture, and practices that they are doing, but they were the same in a way that they were ready to participate in such an experimental experience that has not really one leader and so on. So that was important. And then we had another step of the onboarding process I can talk about if you're interested.
You can, and I'm just curious, since we're there, like, what is it about this interview process or the questions that you ask or the interaction that enables you to actually trust the other person to make their own decision? You can ask people and decide if they want to come, and then how do you trust that, first of all, without an interview process, that they know that they're clear to themselves or whatever? And then when you do this interview process, how do you trust that response? Like, what is the difference, and what happens there? Why is it important to do that?
Well, it's not 100% safe. Something can happen. I learned through facilitating many workshops, many groups over the past 12 years that you can really have a very tiring experience and promise yourself to do things different next time, and you do things different next time, and then something else happens. There's no safe thing. It still didn't guarantee that there will not be any conflict or so, and it's also not the idea that you have no conflict. Yeah. It's more about what can I do to design this experience in a way that I feel I did the best that I could. And so this is something that we could do that was in our capacity, and then just let go and trust. So it's not like a lot of in our society, a lot is optimized for being not able to trust people. Exactly. So we are not optimizing for trust.
Exactly, yes. You still are, regardless of whichever way you do it, you still are ending up trusting them. But I think this process, additional, let's say, layer or step in between, it maybe enables them to, I think the idea is just to get them to be more clear about their own intentions, and maybe just by stating it verbally or by having this interaction, then they can come into the experience with a clearer idea of where everybody's trying to go, whether they want to go there or not. But you're trusting them, and you're just getting them and maybe yourselves to just be more clear about what's about to happen, and then you trust, I guess.
Yeah, and it's also, we realized that has been missing in the session before, where things went in a way that I didn't want them to repeat. It was still a good learning for everyone, I hope, and just me as someone who's putting a lot of work into this, and is also standing there. It's also about reputation or whatever. Yeah. I felt the responsibility to do something to change that and to create a container that I even more enjoy.